health habit adjuster.
Waking up with drool? Fix it naturally. Remember, don't let drool mess your pillow up. You can buy a guide on how can I stop drooling in my sleep without medication at howtogetridofhealthissues.com/stop drooling.
Have you ever woken up feeling refreshed after a deep sleep only to discover a damp, cold spot on your pillow? You are definitely not alone. Many of us have felt the mild embarrassment and confusion that follows. This common, rarely discussed phenomenon affects countless people every night, from all walks of life. Whether you sleep alone or with a partner, waking up in a small puddle of your own saliva is an unwelcome start. We laugh it off, but deep down we wish it would stop and leave us fresh and dry. Waking up to a drool-soaked pillow is more common than you think, a silent epidemic in bedrooms worldwide. Babies drool as they develop, but it's unsettling when it happens to adults. We flip the pillow over, hoping no one notices, and try to forget it. When it becomes regular, it stops feeling like an accident and becomes a persistent problem. The cycle is frustrating and makes you wonder what's causing it and how to stop it. It's not just extra laundry. It can chip away at confidence and peace of mind. You might be self-conscious about falling asleep on a plane on a long car ride or at a friend's house. That worry creates low-level anxiety that keeps you from fully relaxing. Understanding why you drool at night is the first crucial step. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about knowledge and addressing the root cause so you can sleep dry and restful. The good news, it's fixable, and you're in the right place. We'll delve into the reasons behind drooling and, more importantly, provide you with a proven, step-by-step method to resolve it in 6 to 9 days, all without resorting to medication. You don't have to accept a damp pillow anymore. Small, targeted adjustments can yield big results. Say goodbye to embarrassment and hello to clean, comfortable mornings, in control of your health. Before we jump into the practical solutions, it is essential to understand why drooling happens in the first place. During our waking hours, our bodies are constantly producing saliva, about 1 to 2 liters per day, to aid in digestion, keep our mouths moist, protect our teeth. We swallow this saliva unconsciously throughout the day, thanks to active facial muscles and a finely tuned swallowing reflex. However, when we fall asleep, everything changes. Our bodies enter a state of deep relaxation. This includes the muscles in our face and throat, which become much less active, creating the perfect conditions for saliva to accumulate and escape. This state of profound relaxation is a vital part of healthy sleep. As your body works to repair and rejuvenate itself, your swallowing reflex also takes a break, becoming less frequent and less automatic. When you combine these relaxed facial muscles, which may cause your mouth to fall open slightly, with the natural accumulation of saliva, gravity often takes over. If you happen to be sleeping on your side or your stomach, that pooled saliva has a direct and easy path out of your mouth and onto your pillow. So, in many cases, drooling is simply a sign that you are in a deep, restorative sleep, which is actually a positive thing for your overall well-being. However, it is also important to recognize that not all drooling is the same. While occasional drooling is perfectly normal, excessive and consistent drooling, sometimes referred to as hypersalivation or sialorrhea, can be a signal that something else is going on within your body. It could be a sign of something as simple as nasal congestion from a cold, or allergies, which forces you to breathe through your mouth instead of your nose. When your primary airway is blocked, mouth breathing becomes necessary, and drooling is an almost inevitable side effect. This is a key distinction to make as we begin to explore the various underlying causes of this common issue. Beyond simple congestion, regular excessive drooling can sometimes be linked to other factors that are worth paying attention to. Certain medications, for instance, can list increased saliva production as a known side effect. In other cases, it might be a subtle indicator of an underlying condition such as sleep apnea, where breathing is intermittently interrupted during sleep. While this may sound alarming, there is no need to worry. Our goal here is to educate and empower you, not to cause anxiety. By systematically exploring these potential causes, we can rule them out or address them directly, putting you on a clear path to a permanent, natural solution for a dry night's sleep. To truly understand why you drool, we first need to appreciate the role of saliva itself. Your mouth is a bustling factory, producing saliva 24 hours a day. This remarkable fluid is an unsung hero of our daily health, playing multiple crucial roles. Primarily, It's the first step in our digestive process. Enzymes within your saliva begin breaking down food the moment you start chewing, making it easier for your stomach to do its job. It also acts as a natural lubricant, allowing food to travel smoothly down your esophagus. Without it, every meal would be a difficult and uncomfortable ordeal. This constant production is managed by your salivary glands, which work tirelessly behind the scenes. Parotid gland, submandibular gland, sublingual gland. Beyond digestion, saliva is your mouth's first line of defense against a world of bacteria. It has powerful antibacterial properties that help neutralize harmful pathogens, preventing tooth decay, preventing gum disease, preventing bad breath. Think of it as a constant, gentle rinsing cycle for your entire oral cavity. It washes away food particles and dead cells that could otherwise accumulate and cause problems. This protective function is essential for maintaining oral hygiene, which is directly linked to your overall systemic health. Your body is incredibly intelligent, and this continuous flow of saliva is a perfect example of its built-in maintenance system. The rate of saliva production isn't constant. It fluctuates based on various signals. Just thinking about delicious food, seeing delicious food, smelling delicious food, this is the classic mouth-watering sensation. Conversely, when you are dehydrated or feeling anxious, your mouth might feel dry as saliva production decreases. This complex process is regulated by your autonomic nervous system, the same system that controls your heart rate and breathing. It's an automatic, subconscious function that we rarely have to think about, yet it is fundamental to our daily existence and well-being. During our waking hours, we manage this constant stream of saliva without a second thought. The act of swallowing is a reflex that occurs hundreds, if not thousands of times a day. We swallow saliva between words, after taking a sip of water, and while we work at our desks. This muscular coordination is so ingrained in our behavior that it happens completely unconsciously. Our facial muscles maintain a certain tone, our lips stay naturally closed, and our swallowing reflex is on high alert. This efficient management system is what keeps the saliva where it belongs, inside our mouths, doing its important work without ever becoming a nuisance. When you finally drift off to sleep, your body undergoes a dramatic transformation. It transitions from a state of active control to one of profound relaxation and repair. This is especially true during the deeper stages of sleep. Like REM, your brain sends signals to your voluntary muscles, essentially paralyzing them to prevent you from acting out your dreams. This phenomenon, known as sleepotonia, face, jaw, throat. As these muscles relax completely, your jaw may slacken, and your mouth might naturally fall open, creating an exit route for the saliva that continues to be produced. This state of total muscle relaxation presents what I call the deep sleep paradox. On one hand, reaching these deep restorative stages is absolutely essential. Repair tissues, consolidates memories, and recharges for the day ahead. Drooling, in this context, can actually be a sign that you are sleeping very deeply and effectively. On the other hand, the same state of relaxation is what disables the very mechanisms that control saliva during the day. Your automatic swallowing reflex, which is so diligent when you are awake, becomes significantly suppressed and less frequent during sleep. Think of it like a diligent security guard who works all day to keep a building secure. When nighttime comes, that guard goes off duty to rest and recover, leaving the doors slightly less monitored. Similarly, your swallowing reflex goes into a low-power mode. Saliva continues to be produced, albeit at a slightly slower rate than during the day, but it's no longer being cleared away as efficiently. This allows it to pool at the back of your throat, or in the side of your cheek. When the volume of this pooled saliva becomes large enough, and if your head is in the right position, gravity simply takes over, and the saliva escapes onto your pillow. Therefore, the occasional damp spot on your pillow isn't necessarily a sign of a problem. It's often just a natural consequence of your body prioritizing deep, restorative rest over the mundane task of swallowing. It shows that your body is successfully entering the most beneficial stages of sleep. However, the balance is key. When this becomes a nightly occurrence that disrupts your comfort, or when the amount of drool seems excessive, it might be time to investigate further. It could indicate that the balance has tipped, and something is causing either an overproduction of saliva or an unusual level of difficulty in managing it, even during sleep. While the mechanics of sleep relaxation explain most instances of drooling, there's another important factor to consider: the actual amount of saliva being produced. In some cases, the issue isn't that you can't manage a normal amount of saliva while you sleep, but rather that your body is producing an excessive amount. This condition is known medically as hypersalivation siluria. When your salivary glands go into overdrive, they produce more fluid than even an active swallowing reflex can comfortably manage, let alone the suppressed reflex you have during sleep. This overproduction can quickly overwhelm your mouth's capacity, making drooling almost inevitable, regardless of your sleeping position. Several factors can trigger hypersalivation, and they are often unrelated to sleep itself. For instance, certain medications are well-known culprits. Some antidepressants, antipsychotics, medications used to treat Alzheimer's disease can have the side effect of stimulating the salivary glands. If you started a new medication around the same time you noticed an increase in drooling, it is a connection worth exploring. It's not a flaw in the medication, but rather a known physiological response that can be managed. Consulting with your doctor is crucial in this case, as they can help determine if this is the cause and suggest potential alternatives or solutions. Temporary health conditions can also lead to a sudden increase in saliva. Think about when you have acid reflux GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease. When stomach acid travels back up your esophagus, your body's natural defense is to produce an abundance of saliva to neutralize the acid and protect the delicate lining of your throat. This is a protective mechanism known as a water brash. Similarly, infections in the mouth or throat, like tonsillitis, canker sore, can stimulate the salivary glands to produce more fluid as part of the body's inflammatory and healing response. These are typically short-term issues that resolve once the underlying condition is treated. Finally, underlying neurological conditions can sometimes be at the root of hypersalivation, though this is less common. Conditions that affect muscle control, such as Parkinson's disease, cerebral palsy, can interfere with the ability to swallow effectively, leading to what appears to be excess saliva, even if production is normal. In other cases, a neurological issue can directly impact the signals sent to the salivary glands. It is important to remember that these are more serious and are usually accompanied by other more prominent symptoms. For most people, excessive drooling is linked to more benign and easily managed causes, which we are about to explore in detail. Now that we have a solid understanding of the science behind saliva production and muscle relaxation during sleep, let's turn our attention to the most influential and immediate factor in nighttime drooling: your sleeping position. The simple, unavoidable force of gravity plays the starring role, determining whether saliva that pools in your mouth stays put or makes a great escape. When your facial muscles are relaxed and your swallowing reflex is on a temporary hiatus, the position of your head becomes the single most important variable. It is a straightforward matter of physics. Liquid will always follow the path of least resistance, and in this case that path leads straight down. If you are a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper, you are essentially setting the stage for drooling to occur every single night. When you lie on your side, your head is turned and one cheek is pressed against the pillow. Any saliva that accumulates naturally flows into that cheek, and, as your mouth may be slightly open, it has an easy, direct exit onto the fabric below. Similarly, sleeping on your stomach, often with your head turned to one side to breathe, creates the exact same gravitational pull. In these positions, you are working against your body's ability to contain saliva, making a damp pillow an almost predictable outcome. This is why two people can have identical saliva production and sleep depth, yet one wakes up dry while the other wakes up to a wet spot. The difference is not a flaw in their biology. It is simply their preferred posture during rest. Recognizing this connection is incredibly empowering because it points to a solution that is entirely within your control and requires no medication or special devices. It is the lowest hanging fruit on the tree of solutions, and for a significant number of people, simply making a change to their sleeping position is the only intervention they will ever need. This is the foundational first step in our journey to a drier night. Before you dismiss this as too obvious, take a moment to truly consider your nightly habits. Most of us have a favorite sleeping position that we have defaulted to for years or even decades. Without giving it a second thought, we roll into it automatically as we drift off to sleep. However, this ingrained habit might be the primary culprit behind your morning frustration. By consciously addressing your sleeping posture, you are not just trying a random trick, you are strategically intervening at the most critical point in the process. You are choosing to work with gravity, not against it, creating a natural barrier that keeps saliva exactly where it belongs. The most effective sleeping position for preventing drooling is, without a doubt, sleeping on your back. When you lie flat on your back, your head is facing upwards, and your mouth becomes a natural reservoir. Gravity now works in your favor, keeping saliva at the back of your throat, where it can be swallowed automatically. Your relaxed jaw might still open slightly, but the saliva has nowhere to go. It pools and waits to be swallowed, preventing leakage onto your pillow. This is the gold standard for a dry night's sleep. For many lifelong side or stomach sleepers, switching to back sleeping can feel daunting. Your body is conditioned by thousands of nights of habit. Early attempts may feel unnatural, awkward, or even impossible. You might toss and turn or fall asleep on your back only to wake up on your side. This is completely normal. Approach this as gradual training, not pass or fail. Use a strategic pillow nest to make it easier. Place firm pillows on either side of your torso, tucked snugly. These act as gentle barriers, making it harder to roll onto your side or stomach. The subtle resistance helps you stay on your back without disrupting sleep. Make back sleeping the path of least resistance. And be consistent. Start each night on your back using your pillow fortress. If you wake on your side, acknowledge it calmly and roll back onto your back. Over time, often within 6 and 9 days, your body will begin to acclimate. Muscle memory will shift, and back sleeping will become natural and comfortable. Teach your body a new, healthier habit. With patience and persistence, you can retrain your sleep posture and make drooling a thing of the past. While changing your sleeping position is paramount, the type of pillow you use and how you use it can provide significant additional support in your quest for a dry morning. Simply elevating your head slightly can make a remarkable difference. When your head is raised, gravity's pull on the saliva in your mouth is even more effective at directing it down your throat instead of out of your mouth. This does not mean you need to sleep sitting upright, but even a small incline can be enough to tip the scales in your favor. This is a simple adjustment that can enhance the benefits of back sleeping and even help reduce drooling if you are still in the process of transitioning from side sleeping. The easiest way to achieve this is by using a slightly thicker or firmer pillow, or even by adding a second, flatter pillow underneath your main one. The key is to ensure your head is elevated comfortably, without creating an unnatural angle for your neck that could lead to stiffness or pain in the morning. Your chin should not be forced down towards your chest. The goal is a gentle, supportive lift that keeps your airway open and your head in a stable, slightly raised position. Fluffing up your pillow before bed or investing in a new one that has not lost its supportive structure can be a small change that yields a big reward. For those who want a more engineered solution, a wedge pillow can be an excellent investment. These triangular pillows are specifically designed to elevate your entire upper torso, not just your head. This creates a consistent, gradual slope from your lower back up to your head, which is not only highly effective for preventing drooling, but can also help with other issues like acid reflux and snoring. While they might look a bit unusual at first, many people find them incredibly comfortable once they get used to them. A wedge pillow makes it much harder to roll onto your side and ensures your head remains elevated throughout the night, providing a foolproof way to keep saliva flowing in the right direction. Ultimately, finding the right pillow setup is a matter of personal comfort and experimentation. What works perfectly for one person may not work for another. Do not be afraid to try different combinations. Perhaps it is a firm memory foam pillow, a specially designed cervical pillow that cradles your neck, or the aforementioned wedge pillow. Pay attention to how your neck and back feel in the morning. The ideal pillow setup will not only keep you dry, but will also contribute to a higher quality of sleep overall by providing proper spinal alignment and support. This simple element of your sleep hygiene is a powerful tool in your arsenal against drooling. Beyond your sleeping position and pillow setup, one of the most common and direct causes of nighttime drooling is a blocked nose. Clear nasal breathing versus blocked sinuses. Your body is designed to prioritize nasal breathing, especially during sleep. Breathing through your nose filters. Breathing through your nose warms. Breathing through your nose humidifies the air, which is optimal for respiratory health. However, when your nasal passages are congested due to a cold, allergy, sinus issues, your body is forced to find an alternative route for air. This backup plan is, of course, breathing through your mouth. This simple switch in your breathing pattern can single-handedly trigger a night of drooling. Even if you are a dedicated back sleeper, when your mouth becomes your primary airway during sleep, it needs to remain open for hours at a time. This physical necessity creates the perfect, unobstructed exit for any saliva that accumulates. Think of it as leaving the front door wide open all night. While your body is focused on the essential task of getting enough oxygen, managing saliva becomes a much lower priority. This is why you may notice that you only drool when you are sick with a cold or during allergy season. The nasal congestion forces you into mouth breathing, and the drooling is an almost immediate and inevitable consequence of that mechanical shift in how you breathe. The sources of nasal congestion are varied. It could be a temporary issue, such as the common cold, or a sinus infection that causes inflammation and mucus buildup. Seasonal allergies, triggered by pollen dust, pet dander, can also cause your nasal passages to swell and block airflow. In some cases, the issue may be more chronic, stemming from anatomical factors like a deviated septum or the presence of nasal polyps. Even the environment in your bedroom can play a role. Excessively dry air can irritate your nasal lining, leading to inflammation and stuffiness. Identifying and addressing the source of your congestion is a critical step toward reclaiming your ability to breathe comfortably through your nose at night. Fortunately, there are many simple and effective ways to clear your sinuses before you go to bed. Taking a hot, steamy shower right before sleep can work wonders to loosen mucus and open up your nasal passages. Using a saline nasal spray or a neti pot can help to rinse out allergens and irritants. You can also apply a mentholated rub on your chest or use a diffuser with eucalyptus essential oil to promote clearer breathing throughout the night. If your congestion is persistent, it is wise to consult a doctor to rule out any underlying infections or allergies that may require specific treatment. Putting you back on the path to quiet nasal breathing and a dry pillow. If you have addressed your sleeping position and ruled out nasal congestion but the drooling persists, it is time to look inside your medicine cabinet. Many people are unaware that common prescription medications can directly impact saliva production, hypersalivation. This may not be a sleep habit problem at all, but a physiological response to a substance you're taking. The medication might treat your primary condition, but it could also turn up the dial on your salivary glands, creating a surplus that's hard to manage during sleep. Often this is due to how these drugs interact with the nervous system. Some meds used for psychiatric conditions, depression, schizophrenia, and drugs for Alzheimer's disease can stimulate neurotransmitters that tell salivary glands to produce more fluid. Your body is responding to chemical signals, not malfunctioning. If the drooling began or worsened when you started a new prescription, that's a strong clue. Taaki gedikir, biskar, tubyangyi. Healthcare professional. Do not stop or change any prescribed medication on your own. Schedule a conversation with the doctor who prescribed it. Come prepared. Explain the increase in nighttime drooling and that you suspect a side effect. Your doctor can confirm if hypersalivation is known for that drug and advise next steps. Options include side effect lessening over time, switching to a different medication with less impact on saliva, adding a secondary medication to reduce saliva, or using a scopolamine patch to block nerve signals to the salivary glands. The key is open communication with your healthcare provider. They can help you find a solution that treats your condition without excessive drooling. In a smaller number of cases, persistent and excessive drooling can be a subtle signal, such as sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a serious sleep disorder. A person's breathing repeatedly stops and starts throughout the night. These pauses can be caused by throat muscles relaxing and blocking the airway. Drooling is often one of the symptoms. If you drool heavily but wake with a very dry mouth or a sore throat, it could be a sign you were mouth breathing all night due to these breathing interruptions. Other key indicators include loud chronic snoring, waking up gasping or choking, morning headaches, significant daytime sleepiness despite enough time in bed. If you experience these symptoms in addition to drooling, speak with your doctor. Sleep apnea is more than an inconvenience. It can lead to serious long-term health problems if left untreated, including high blood pressure, increased risk of heart issues. Your doctor can refer you for a sleep study to get a definitive diagnosis and recommend effective treatments, such as a CPAP machine, which will not only resolve the apnea, but will likely eliminate the associated drooling as well. Less commonly, excessive drooling can be linked to a neurological condition that affects muscle control. The body's ability to manage saliva relies on coordination of muscles in the face, tongue, throat, conditions that impact motor control, such as Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, the after effects of a stroke. These conditions can impair the automatic swallowing reflex. In these instances, the problem is not overproduction of saliva, but rather a reduced ability to clear the normal amount, causing it to pool and escape the mouth, day and night. If drooling is your only symptom, it's highly unlikely to be a serious neurological disorder. These conditions are typically accompanied by other, more prominent signs: tremors, muscle weakness, difficulty with balance, changes in speech. However, if you have drooling with other concerning neurological symptoms, seek a comprehensive medical evaluation. A doctor can perform necessary tests to identify the root cause and develop a treatment plan. For most people, the cause of drooling is far more benign, but being aware of these possibilities allows you to be an informed and proactive advocate for your own health. Our first and most powerful solution: consciously retrain your sleeping position. Sleeping on your back is the single most effective way to prevent drooling. It uses gravity to your advantage. For the next 9 days, make back sleeping your new default. Begin each night by intentionally lying on your back. To prevent rolling over, create a supportive nest. Place a firm pillow snugly on your left side. Place a firm pillow snugly on your right side. That physical barrier gently reminds your subconscious to stay put. Over several nights, this gradually rewires your body's muscle memory. This foundational habit delivers the biggest results. Alongside position, optimize your head elevation with the perfect pillow setup. A slight incline makes saliva flow down your throat, not out of your mouth. Find the sweet spot of elevation without sacrificing neck comfort. Experiment by adding a thin pillow under your main one, or invest in a new, firmer pillow that offers better support. A wedge pillow is a purpose-built tool for a gradual, stable incline. This works with back sleeping to keep your pillow dry all night. This two-pronged approach is the cornerstone of our 9-day plan. For the first 3 days, focus only on these two actions. If you wake on your side, gently guide your body back without frustration. The goal is progress, not perfection. Keep a simple journal by your bed, and note how you felt each morning. Did the pillow barriers help? Was your head elevated comfortably? Use that immediate feedback to make small tweaks for the next night. By combining these two physics-based solutions, you address the mechanical cause of drooling. You're actively creating the ideal environment for a dry night's sleep. Many will solve the problem within the first week by diligently applying these steps. Small, intentional changes lead to big improvements, starting with how you wake each morning. Our third proven solution focuses on ensuring your primary airway, your nose, is clear and functional before you go to sleep. Mouth breathing is a major catalyst for drooling, so proactively clearing your nasal passages is a non-negotiable step. Incorporate a pre-sleep ritual to address any potential congestion. A hot, steamy shower about an hour before bed is a fantastic way to open up your sinuses. Alternatively, using a saline nasal spray, a diffuser with eucalyptus oil in your bedroom, can help maintain clear breathing throughout the night. If you suffer from allergies, make sure your bedroom is a dust-free sanctuary. Consider using an air purifier to remove airborne irritants that could cause stuffiness. Solution number 4 involves strategic hydration. Proper hydration is key to balancing your body's fluid production. When you are dehydrated, your body can produce thicker, more concentrated saliva that's harder to swallow. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Begin to taper off your intake about 2 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This prevents overloading your system right before bed. It also reduces frequent nighttime bathroom trips that disrupt sleep and your sleeping position. On days 4 through 6, integrate these two habits alongside sleep position and pillow elevation. Your nightly routine now includes a specific action to clear your airways. Choose the steamy shower or the saline rinse. Pick what works best for you and stick with it. At the same time, be mindful of your water intake. Hydrate during the day and taper off in the evening. This holistic approach tackles mechanical and physiological causes of drooling, creating a multi-layered defense against a damp pillow. You are cultivating a comprehensive sleep hygiene routine. Each solution builds on the last for a synergistic effect. Ensure gravity is on your side. Keep your head properly elevated. Keep your nasal passages clear for easy breathing. Balance your body's fluid levels for rest. This combination helps you wake up dry and refreshed every morning. For our fifth solution, we will incorporate simple exercises to strengthen the muscles around your mouth and jaw. Just like any other muscle, the ones that help keep your mouth closed can be toned. A simple and effective exercise is to practice lip seals. Several times throughout the day, for about 30 seconds at a time, consciously and firmly press your lips together. You can also try chewing sugar-free gum for 10 to 15 minutes in the afternoon. The chewing action engages and strengthens the jaw muscles, the masseter, and promotes a natural swallowing reflex. These small actions, performed consistently, can improve muscle tone, making it more likely your mouth will stay closed naturally during sleep. Our sixth solution involves mindful eating, particularly concerning your evening meal. Certain foods, especially those that are highly acidic or spicy, can trigger acid reflux, which in turn causes your body to produce excess saliva as a protective measure, sometimes called water brash. For the final phase of our 9-day plan, pay close attention to your dinner. Opt for blander, more easily digestible foods in the evening, and try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before you go to bed. This gives your stomach ample time to digest, reducing the risk of nighttime reflux and the subsequent hypersalivation that can lead to drooling. This is a simple dietary tweak with a potentially significant impact. Finally, our seventh solution is to know when to seek professional guidance. As you enter the final days of the plan, from day 7 to 9, you will add these muscle exercises and mindful eating habits to your established routine. By now, you should be seeing a dramatic improvement. However, if you have diligently followed all 6 steps and are still experiencing significant, excessive drooling, it is time to consult your doctor or dentist. Be prepared to discuss all the solutions you have tried, as this information will be invaluable for your healthcare provider in determining the next steps, whether it is investigating sleep apnea, reviewing your medications, or fitting you for a dental appliance. This comprehensive 7-step plan empowers you with a full spectrum of natural, actionable solutions to systematically address nighttime drooling. By layering these habits over 9 days, you give your body time to adapt and respond, creating lasting change from multiple angles. You start with the most impactful physical adjustments and progressively add supportive physiological and behavioral habits. This structured approach is designed to deliver proven results, putting you firmly in control and on the path to finally saying goodbye to drool-soaked pillows and hello to consistently dry, comfortable, and restorative sleep. Your journey to waking up better starts tonight. We have now journeyed through the science, the causes, and the comprehensive 7-step solution to conquer nighttime drooling. You are now equipped with a powerful arsenal of knowledge and practical techniques that put you firmly in control of your sleep health. The path from a damp, frustrating morning to waking up feeling fresh, dry, and confident is not luck, but intentional action. By understanding that drooling is often a simple mechanical issue influenced by gravity posture breathing, you have demystified the problem. This understanding is the first critical step toward lasting change, empowering you to move beyond embarrassment toward resolution. Remember, this 9-day plan is more than tricks. It's a holistic sleep hygiene process. Each solution, from sleeping on your back, elevating your head, clearing your airways, strengthening jaw muscles, works in synergy. You're not just stopping drool, you're improving sleep quality. You're teaching your body healthier habits that pay dividends beyond a dry pillow. Reclaim your morning. Start each day with comfort and accomplishment, knowing you've addressed a problem that may have bothered you for years. Embrace these strategies with patience and a positive mindset. Some nights you'll revert to old habits. That's okay. The goal is consistent, gradual progress. Each night you try is a step forward. Each small victory, whether it is staying on your back a bit longer or waking up to a slightly drier pillow, builds momentum. Celebrate these successes and use them as fuel to continue your efforts. Treat yourself with kindness and persistence. That sets you up for success. Ultimately, the power to change this rests in your hands. You now have the blueprint to dismantle nighttime drooling and build restorative sleep. A wet pillow doesn't have to be your reality anymore. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have a clear plan. The only remaining ingredient is your commitment. Your journey to waking fully refreshed starts the moment you decide to begin. Tonight, I encourage you to share your progress and experiences in the comments section below. What solutions worked best for you? Did you discover a unique pillow arrangement that was particularly effective? By sharing your story, you not only reinforce your own commitment, but also offer encouragement and valuable insights to others who are just starting out. This sense of community can be a powerful motivator, reminding you that this is a shared human experience with a very achievable solution for everyone. As you move forward, continue to be an advocate for your own health. Pay attention to your body's signals. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Sleep well, and I look forward to hearing about your success as you wake up to drier, brighter mornings ahead.
Remember, sometime there is a simple way on how to relieve or get a treatment for the problem. Naturally from an ebook, How to Get Rid of Health Issues, Quickly Without Medication. It's the step-by-step guide you can use right from your kitchen to reclaim your health naturally by someone who's been there. If you're tired of being told medication is your only option, this could change everything for you. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself while you sleep when you give it the right ingredient. That is available at local grocery store, or you can order them online. Visit howtogetridofhealthissues.com to get your step-by-step guide today.
Remember, your health is your wealth. Take care of it now, so it can take of you later.
Hey self, adjust my frequency to ignite my energy as you...
Your wish is my command.